everyone, and welcome to Simplify Revit Family Management with Content Catalog. My name is Juliana, and I work in marketing here at MicroCAD. And today's presenter is Maria, our applications specialist. At today's webinar, we'll introduce a new content catalog, formerly known as Unifi. As usual, you can ask a question on the left-hand corner. You can ask Maria to revisit a step or ask any questions. And in the upper right-hand corner, you will find links to our social media, website, and YouTube channel. We post all of our webinars there at the end, so you can share with colleagues or watch it on your own time. And we will be also sending the on-demand recording for this webinar as well. So yeah, without further ado, I'll pass it on to Maria. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Holly. Thank you so much. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, I think I'm already sharing it. Could you please confirm to me, Holly?
Yep.
Perfect. So hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Simplify Revit Family Management with Content Catalog, former Unifi. So for today's agenda, we have 4 different topics that we're going to be going through. The first one is what is Content Catalog? The second one is how to access Content Catalog. Then we will be learning how to set up Content Catalog in Revit. And last but not least, we will be using Content Catalog in Revit as well. But first, I want to talk to you a little bit about myself. My name is Maria. I'm an architect, and today I'm doing this webinar on behalf of MicroCAD, where I work as an Autodesk AC application specialist and help desk associate. I want to thank you all for sharing with us this time and, well, for getting to know a little bit more how Content Catalog works. So let's get started. What is Content Catalog? Well, to talk about Content Catalog, we need to go back to 2023 when Autodesk added to his products Unifi. In that year, they start working on the development of what we know today as Content Catalog. So as you can see here, Content Catalog is a cloud-based digital asset management tool that enables our users to easily manage, distribute, and find the most up-to-date versions of their BIM content, such as like Revit families or AutoCAD blocks. It's a single source of truth for storing, versioning, and accessing BIM content data. Now, something important to mention is that Content Catalog functionality is available in different Autodesk subscriptions with no additional cost. So as you can see on the list, the products that support Content Catalog are Autodesk Construction Cloud or ACC, the AEC Collection, BIM Collaborate and BIM Collaborate Pro, Autodesk Build, Autodesk Takeoff, and last but not least, Autodesk Docs standalone subscriptions. So now that we know which products grant us access to Content Catalog, let's learn how to access it. What we need to do first is go to our Autodesk Construction Cloud or ACC account. Over here, we will need to sign in with our credentials, email address, and password. And once we're inside our account, we need to take in mind something really important. If we want to activate Content Catalog, we need to be admins of the cloud products. So as you can see here, I'm an admin for the account, so I can see all the tabs below. If I choose Library, I will be able to see the Content Catalog option. So if I click on it, I will be able to activate it, and you will be able to see the following user interface where we will be able to set up everything. Now that we're in and we are already activated the Content Catalog, we will be able to see the following options: collections, channels, and user groups. So I would recommend you to start with the last one. Here we will be able to set up the groups of people we want to have access to our content, and we will be able to set up the permissions we want to give them. So as you can see, I already have one group created, but in order to create a new one, I will need to select create user group. Over here, I will be able to assign the group a name. In this case, I will call it Content Catalog Webinar, and I will be able to add users. Over here, I will just need to type in the email of the user that I want to invite to my group. Something to highlight here is that the users will need to be previously invited to the company ACC account in order to be invited to the Content Catalog user group. Once I have invited the users, I can hit save. And as you can see now, the new group is displaying on the list. Now that we have our groups created, we can go back to the first tab of collections over here, and we will be able to divide our content depending the areas of our company. It can be architectural, construction, MEP content, no matter what you want. In this case, I will hit create content collection. I will put a name to the collection. I will put over here content catalog webinar. And we can also add a brief description to that specific collection. So as you can see, I'm putting a brief description over here. Once I'm done, I will be able to add the user groups. So we can hit this option over here, and on the drop-down menu, we will be able to select the group or groups that we want to add to that specific collection. Once we have selected, we can toggle on or off the permissions we want to grant to that user group. So it's quite easy. We can just turn them on and off as we need to. And we can hit add. Once we have added them, we can hit save. And as we show on the groups, we will be able to see the collection created on our list. We are able to sort the collections from the last updated date. That way we will be able to find the collections easily. Now that we have created our users and our collections, we will need to install Content Catalog on our computers. For us to do that, we will need to go to our account at manage.autodesk.com. Over here, we will need to sign in with our credentials. As you can see, I'm already signed in. And we will need to go to the left side of our screen to product updates on products and services. Once we're here, we will be able to put on the search bar Content Catalog. And as you can see, these two items appear on our list. We will be able to see the versions these items are available for, 2021 versions to 2025, and we will be able to see if they're for Revit or AutoCAD. In this case, I'm going to download the Revit version. Now that I have the download on my downloads folder, I will be able to start the installation process. I will need to remove and open the file. And as you can see, I will be able to start the installation process. I'll just have to hit install. And while I wait to load it, I'll just need to hit finish once it's done. Now that we have our content catalog installed, we will be able to access to our Revit version we're working on. In this case, I'm using Revit 2024, and as you can see on the top ribbon, we will find this new content catalog tab. If I go to the left side of my screen, I will be able to see this drop-down menu where I will be able to launch Content Catalog as an app or in the browser. In this case, I will choose as an app. So as you can see here on my taskbar, I will be able to see displayed the Content Catalog app as a software itself. So once it's loaded, I will be able to see first the project of the name that I'm on. and I will be able to see my profile information. On the other side of the screen, I will be able to see the tabs where we will be able to do all the magic. So as you can see here, we will be able to see the search for content, browse for content, save searches, upload request, upload content, and company detail tabs. First, I would like to go to upload content. Over here, we will be able to start uploading all the contents that we have that we want to include on our collections. So we have two options to do that. The first one is to import all the information of a specific project. In this case, the one that we have open. So what we have to do first is go to the top over here to collections. And here we will be able to select the collections we want to add the information to. So in this case, I'm going to select the content catalog webinar collection and hit save. Once I've done that, I will go to the project name over here and hit export project. As you can see, the files that are inside that project are loading. And once they're loaded, we will be able to see all the family types that we have inside that project. In this case, I will be uploading some caseworks over here. I will choose 4 of them to get uploaded to my collections. So once I've chosen them, I will hit next, and they will start exporting to my collection in my content catalog. Now we can go back to Content Catalog app. And as you can see, all the families are displayed over here. If I select them all with just clicking this button, I will be able to upload them to the collection I selected before. I will just need to wait for them to load. And once they're uploaded, I will need to go to the second tab that's called Browser for Content. As you can see, the collection is showing up here, and all the families that I uploaded are displaying right here. Now I want to show you the second way we can upload some files to our collections. We just need to go to our tab Upload Content again, and over here on this blank space, we will need to click on it. And we will be able to browse on our computer the families, the title blocks, the PDFs that we want to upload to our collections, and we just have to follow the same steps that we followed before. Now I want to go to Browse Content. That way we will be able to take a more detailed look on the families that we already uploaded. So as you can see, I'm going to select the content catalog and casework files and click on the first family. Over here, we will be able to find a lot of details from that family that we have uploaded. So as you can see, the first thing that we are going to see is the collection our family is under. As you can see, we can see that is under the content catalog webinar collection that we created before. We can also add some tags to our families. This is going to be explained a little bit later on the webinar, but this way we will be able to separate our families and to tag them to find them later in an easier way. If we scroll down, we will be able to see some properties, file history, and file information of the family. On the first tab, we will be able to see the type of families that we have and all the properties for them. The second time, for file history, we will be able to see which versions of Revit we will be able to use the family that we just uploaded. In this case, I uploaded the family on Revit 2024, so I will be able to use it on Revit 25 as well, but I won't be able to use it on 21, 22, and 23 since I'm not able to revert my family to previous versions. The final tab that we have over here is the file information. We will find some information about the size of the family, when it was created, when it was modified, and additional information. Next, we can see on the top right corner the insert option. With this option, we will be able to insert the family to the project that we're working on. And we will also see the drop-down menu right next to it, where we will be able to download, open in Family Editor, upload preview images, edit collections, edit tags, rename, and delete the family. In this case, I'm going to insert the family to my project. As you can see, this family also is already on my project, so I will be able to override it inside my project. So as you can see here, I will be able to select if I want to override the family or override it with its parameters. And I will hit Insert. Now I would like to show you the first tab on our content catalog, that is the search for content. Over here, we will be able to search our content on our collections with keywords or with tags. In this case, I'm going to use the casework keyword to find all the families that I just uploaded. As you can see, if I select the first family on the list and hit Save As, I will be able to save as the search that I just did. So as you can see, I'll just need to put a name for this search. I will be naming it Content Catalog Search. I will need to add it to a group on the saved searches. So I will create this new group named Content Catalog Webinar Group. And lastly, I can add an icon if I want for that specific search. So in this case, I'm going to use this one over here and hit Save. Now that I have saved the following search, I can go to the third tab that is called Save Searches. Over here, I will be able to see the search that I just created. As you can see, if I click on it and on the group that I created, the search that I did previously is saved with all the families that were displayed there. Now I would like to go to the Upload Request tab. Over here, we will be able to check all the information that our team has imported to our collections and to our content catalog. So as you can see, if I hit on this drop down arrow, I will be able to check the family that were uploaded, the person who uploaded those families, the date, and the collection they were saved to. So this way you will be able to manage easily the content that is being uploaded and that you have on your account. You can approve it or reject it depending on what you want to have on your collections. And the last tab that we're going to see today is the last one, that is called Company Details. Over here, we will be able to see all our company details and the contract preferences. And we will also be able to manage our tags. So as you can see on the second tab that we have over here, we will be able to create some tags, the ones that I mentioned to you before. And as you can see, I already have 2 tabs on my list, but I'm going to create a new one so we can include it on our families. This one, I will be naming it Content Catalog Webinar as well. And I'm going to create it. Now that I have created it, I'm going to go back to the Browse for Content, select the same collection and the same family that I selected before, and I will be adding the tag that I just created. So as you can see, is the first one on the list, and I'm going to save it. This is going to help us to do a search in an easier way. And the last thing that I wanted to show you today is another way for you to access to Content Catalog without needing to be on your Revit app. So as you can see here, if we are on our Autodesk Construction Cloud account, we will be able to see the following button over here. And if we select that, we will be able to see the following tabs on our new tab on our browser. So as you can see, all the same tabs that we were seeing on the computer app are displaying over here, but on the browser, and you don't need to have a Revit file open. So it's quite useful when you want to use it that way. And well, that would be it for today's webinar. I really hope that all your doubts regarding content catalog have been solved and that you get a little bit more excited to start using it if you're not doing it already. Thank you again for your time. We really hope that this information has been useful for you. And well, I'll look forward to seeing you on another live session here in MicroCat. Now, I don't know if someone has any questions or if
Thank
everything's clear.
you. Thank you, Maria, for that wonderful presentation. We do have a couple of questions. The first one is if the presentation will be available online, and yes, the presentation will be available on our YouTube channel, and you will be also getting tomorrow at 1 p.m. the on-demand recording. We'll send you an email with the on-demand recording so you can save it and just rewatch it later. Okay, and the second question we have is, can you upload views in addition to families? For instance, standard details.
Yes, you can upload details, you can upload views, you can upload even title blocks, or even if you have PDFs, you can upload those as well. So whatever you have in mind, you can upload that kind of stuff in there. It's a great tool.
Awesome. And our next question is, can you include details? I think it's the same in the content or only families. Oh no, it's not the same.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can add details, the ones that you have on views on your project. You're able to upload those as well.
Awesome. And the last question I see is, if you have an open project in Revit, can content catalog identify outdated families in the project?
I'm not 100% sure about that question, but I think they don't have that included yet. The thing that we can do there is just to prevent that we have the latest one, is to override the one that we have on our project, just like I showed on the video. That way we can make sure that everything's up to date.
Okay, next question. What options are available for subscriptions who are not the ACC admin? How would we upload and use the library?
Well, if you're not the ACC admin, you will need to talk with them, with the admin of your company, and that way they can grant you permissions. Because as you can see on the user groups, you will be able to choose if certain users can upload and modify the content on your collections. So you will need to make sure that your admin grant you those permissions once they create the collections and once they invite you to the software.
Cool. And I don't see any more questions. So I would like to mention that we will be having tomorrow a webinar about generative design in Revit. That one will be very, very interesting. You have the registration button. I think it's on the right hand. You can go check out our webinars and register. And even if you cannot make it, we highly encourage you to register so you can get the on-demand recording. And last, we have one last question that I want to address. It says, as a sub, we are not the owner of the ACC. We are working under. That was related to the latest question.
Well, I think if you're not the owner, you will need to contact the person that gave you access to the projects to see if they can add you as well to that content collection. I think that that would be the best way to work around there.
Thank you. And where can I see MicroCat's upcoming webinars? I think you have a box on the right hand that says upcoming webinars. You can just click in there. And you can also go to microcad3d.com and go to the events section. And we will be also sending an email for our upcoming webinars. So yeah, I think that's where you can find it. And I don't know if we have anything else that you want to address, Maria, or if we can end this here.
No, Uli, I don't have anything else on my side. Just to thank everyone who attended here.
Thank you. And thank you for that wonderful presentation again. And thank everyone for attending. Again, we will be sending the on-demand recording tomorrow at 1 p.m. And it will be also up on our YouTube channel. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Maria. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Uli. Bye, everyone.